I think people are drawn to our programs, first of all, because there aren't any other programs like it where they can actually go and live the lifestyle for a period of time. There's lots of schools that'll teach skills and have intensive courses where you can learn how to do A, B, or C, but going out and actually living with that technology and living that lifestyle for a period of time where it gets to the point where you can't ever forget it. Those situations and opportunities are very few and far between, if there are any others. Well,
this is a lot simpler.
You can see it in a different shelter. He's around here somewhere.
Tarp on top and
he just moved his bed out to the other house he made. In the world where there's snow, not including like the desert where roofs can be flat. But everything is either a cone or a dome. And our modern houses that are A-frames, it's basically a cone on each end with a ridgepole, and that's another option as you scale up. But that was a nice little dome. This is a nice little cone. And you can see the apex is over the edge of the bed, so anything that drips doesn't drip on you in the middle of the night like it would if it was right over you. And then I think he covered this with a parachute, but we'll go out and look. And one of the guys has been building an all-natural one around here. I just don't know where it is yet.
Fir boughs?
I think so, yeah. Fir boughs and birch bark on the top. Like dead stuff like this. You know, even though you pull that off. And,
almost like a shingled material.
Yep, get enough layers of this and it's not going to leak and it doesn't take any time to gather. This log right here would cover most of the... You only need it on the, on the top, like flat part of a shelter. If it's steep, anything will do. So these are designed to have a big, sleep 4 people and have a big fire in the middle. So two people in each bed. That one kind of fell apart a bit. And then a big fire that's hot enough so you have to stay a good step away. But a setup like this, you have 4 people working on one wood pile. So if you had to spend the night out in the bitter cold, you can get a lot of wood fast. And I have them do it on the gravel road so that it's not a fire hazard.
That's great.
Saplings joined together, and there's a couple over there. Then they make the 2-hour bow, which is a sapling where it's thinned, so that, and it's thinned and then it bends evenly using that other thing, using the tillering stick. And then once they've done that, hopefully made all their mistakes and learned the lessons they need to learn, then they make the 2 or 3 day longbow. But there you're in for a nice piece of hardwood that's been seasoned, that isn't easy to come by. So hopefully you make your mistakes on the stuff that's cheap and easy and just laying around.
Cool. Yew. Awesome. In Europe they use yew mostly for a longbow. Yep.
We don't have the yew trees here. We have the shrubs, but we don't have the. They do out west, Oregon. They say it's the Druids in Ireland and England used to always have yew in their graveyards, so that you find a stand of yew trees, you could find an old ancient graveyard. So it was one of their sacred trees. And I've read, I've never experienced it, but apparently if you're during hot, humid weather around those yew trees, they'll give off a gas that can make you hallucinate. So.
Interesting.
Where did you learn your axe skills?
I took a correspondence course in the 1980s through the mail. Not really. Watching people who were skilled with an axe and studying some of the literature on axes, and then trying to figure out what was the safest way to wield an axe with strength and power that wasn't necessarily the most efficient. And that the way that we do things around here, because I work with a lot of kids and college students that have no experience with edge tools or axes, that we definitely sacrifice efficiency in the name of safety. So, you know, maybe you could cut it a bit faster using some of the different techniques than we use regularly here, but the way that I have it set up with about 5 specific safety precautions, figuring that at least 2 of them on any given day will be ignored, so hopefully the other 3 will save people from chopping off a leg or increasing the gap between their toes or anything like that.